EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. John Ross. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Devontae Smith in there to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Throwing on first down. Pugh. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Pugh. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pugh. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, They scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
7-7, our score after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a play fake it at Stafford as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st down, Pugh. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. To throw again. Pugh. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Pugh. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. he's got it. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Pugh. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down. Pugh. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 75 yards. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pugh. Being chased out left. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Airing this one out for Evans. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Pugh. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Pugh. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Pugh steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Byron Young able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pugh. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now here's Ross. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Stafford now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Dancing to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down at Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Pugh. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Mike Evans, 48 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Pugh. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mike Evans with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And, oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. back to throw. Pugh. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
To the right side and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Touchdown, Rams.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pugh. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Off play action. Pugh. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Pugh. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.